In today's fight news, we start off with your UFC 301 Rio results. In the main card, Caio Borralho defeats Paul Craig via KO in round number 2. After his brutal knockout win at UFC 301, Borralho called out Jared Cannonier, stating, "You're a scary dude, but I want to test myself against you. Let's see who the scariest mother on this earth." Michel Pereira defeated Ior Potieria via submission with a standing guillotine choke in round 1. During his post-fight interview, Pereira had this to say, "I'm the UFC showman. Whoever they put in front of me, I'm going to put on a show." In the light heavyweight division, Anthony Smith defeats Vitor Petrino with a guillotine choke in round 1. Speaking of Smith, the low-key back and forth between him and light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira continues, as Pereira was recently speaking to Crash MMA and offered to do a grappling matchup with Smith. This is due to recent criticism by Smith about his ground game. In response, Pereira is offering to do a grappling match in which he gives Smith his back and lets him put in the hooks, and he has 5 minutes to get to his feet. If he can get to his feet within the 5 minutes without being submitted, then Smith owes him $50K. But if Smith submits him within the 5-minute time frame, then Pereira says he will pay Smith the $50K. In the co-main event of UFC 301, Jose Aldo made his return to the octagon, defeating Jonathan Martinez by dominant unanimous decision. At the post-fight press conference, Aldo stated that he has fulfilled his contract with the UFC. Aldo said he will now begin hearing offers and says the UFC deal has an option to match whatever offer he's given. He said he likes the idea of skipping the line in the bantamweight division and fighting for the title. After his victory, former opponent Chito Vera called for a rematch with Aldo, stating the following on X, "Let's run it back, Aldo." And in the main event, Alejandro Pantoja defends his flyweight title with a unanimous decision win against Steve Ursing. Per Aaron Bronstetter, the attendance for tonight's UFC 301 event was 14,514. The performance of the night bonuses go to Ruffy, Costa, Pereira, and Borralho. At UFC 301, John Anik became the record holder for the most UFC events called in UFC history. Also announced at UFC 301, Mauricio Shogun Rua will be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame on June 27th. Shogun will be added to the modern era wing. Number 1 ranked bantamweight contender, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili, said that he will be challenging for the title against Sean O'Malley at UFC 306 on September 14th. In other fight news, The Ultimate Fighter, Grasso vs. Shevchenko, premieres on ESPN on June 4th. While speaking to Luarte Viana, former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira says that he doesn't see Islam Makhachev losing to Dustin Poirier at UFC 302, saying that Makhachev will not trade with the puncher Poirier and will instead take him down and dominate him with his ground game. While speaking to fans on his X account, UFC heavyweight champion John Jones hinted that he has a fight date and he's waiting for UFC president Dana White to announce it. Longtime UFC veteran Matt Brown has officially announced his retirement on his X account, stating, "Not doing it again. I'm out. That's the announcement. My life will now be dedicated to serving others, growing others in the martial arts, and building businesses that can help the community and the world." As we announced on yesterday's episode, the light heavyweight unification bout between Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev has been postponed. Bivol will now face Libya's Malik Zinad on June 1st. After having to withdraw from his light heavyweight unification bout with Dimitri Bivol, Beterbiev issued a public statement stating, "This fight will definitely take place, but a little bit later." Boxing superstar Gervonta Davis tells @Sekbach that he would like to fight Shakur Stevenson, stating, "He talks a lot. I'll stop him." During an official press conference for their upcoming June 15th bout, Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin had to be separated as the two fighters got face-to-face. The official weights are set for this Monday's Super Bantamweight World title fight between Inoue and Neri. Canelo Alvarez defends his world titles at super middleweight by defeating Jaime Munguia by unanimous decision. Canelo dropped Munguia in the 4th round. This was the first time Munguia has ever been down in his career. After his win, Canelo had an exchange with Benavidez, who was in the crowd. Canelo pointed in the ring and stared at Benavidez. During his post-fight interview, Canelo was asked about a super fight with Benavidez, in which he responded, "I don't know right now. I'm going to rest. I'm going to enjoy my family. But if the money is right, I can fight right now. I don't give a sh." Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe.